As we have seen over the last number of weeks since Charlie Kirk's assassination, thousands of people have been online calling for a civil war. But the news is, we are already in a civil war. We're just in a modern-day civil war. This civil war can manifest in various forms and can be influenced by numerous factors, including political, social, even economic conditions. So here are some characteristics that you might observe. We already have a political fragmentation. That's obviously when the conflicts often arise from deep divisions in the ideologies, leading to multiple factions or groups that are simply vying for power. And these factions may include established political parties, even insurgents groups, or regional movements. You have urban warfare, cyber warfare. We have the information warfare. This includes your propaganda, all the misinformation that's on social media, and control of digital platforms. All of these are critical tools. And as we also seen in the past number of weeks, there's also the global involvement. Modern civil wars, they're fueled by historical grievances, ethnic rivalries, or religious sectarianism, which just makes resolution that much more complex. Oftentimes, we hear both parties throw around the word fascism. Fascism, which originated in the early 20th century Europe, we're all aware of this. Mussolini, he's the one who coined the term in the 1920s. The word fascism comes from the Latin fasces, or a bundle of rods, symbolizing strength through unity. And fascist movements emerged in response to the economic and social turmoil following World War I, which was probably needed at the time. But here are some key characteristics of fascism. Number one, you need some type of authoritarian leadership, some leadership. Fascism is typically led by a single leader, or maybe even a small group that holds their perceived absolute power, often suppressing dissent and political opposition. George Soros looks pretty familiar. Oh, and remember that bundle of rods we were talking about earlier? Your Antifa emblem is marked with these bundle of rods. And your Antifa soldiers taken to the streets, brandishing such symbology and brandishing their rod-like weapons, bats, batons. It's also characterized by extreme nationalism. Well, an argument can be made that fascists do promote a strong sense of maybe national pride and unity. I mean, really, who doesn't want to take pride in the USA? But the way that this country is now, that pride and unity might just be somewhat faltering. I think it's faltering at the expense of individual rights and freedoms. And fascists do tend to view the nation or their group as superior to the individual. You have militarism, believing that war is a means to achieve national greatness. And there's suppression of dissent. Fascism involves the use of violence and intimidation to silence opposition. But currently, we are in a divided nation. Two or more political groups faced off in a battle for influence and control. One group, known as the left, they operate like players engaged in a simple game of checkers. They're very direct, at times impulsive, focusing on quick wins and populist strategies. They skip the pieces and quickly exclaim, "King me," before they run back home. Their tactics involve rallying crowds with fiery speeches, making promises of instant reforms, leveraging social media to create viral moments. Each move they make is tactical yet reactive, aiming to capture the most immediate victories, often overlooking the larger implications of their choices. And their leaders thrived on sensationalism, using sound bites to energize their base without considering long-term strategies. Now, conversely, the right, or the Republicans, conservatives, they strategically play a complex game of chess, recognizing the nuances of political maneuvering. They approach political landscapes with foresight, caution, analyzing the positions of their opponents with each move, while the far left revel in the spotlight, conservatives focus on building alliances and developing a comprehensive policy framework. They play the long game, anticipating the leftists' moves, countering with counter-narratives and investing in grassroots initiatives that cultivate loyalty over time. Groups like Antifa, they push aggressively, trying to outpace their opposition with populist rhetoric. However, the Republicans, they appear to remain calm, analyzing each rash move made by Antifa. But the problem here is that both sides are playing two different games. And maybe it's about time that the conservatives throw away the rule book of chess and meet the leftists on their own ground. We're all thinking it. We are all thinking it. It's just a matter of doing. Someone's going to do it. This is your open conflict or the war phase. This is often what people fantasize civil war looking like. This stage marks the full-scale onset of civil war. Armed factions engage in organized warfare against each other and maybe even against the state. Battles are fought, territories are contested, casualties will rise. In later stages, we may look for stalemates, maybe negotiation or peace, maybe some post-conflict reconstruction. But for a reconstruction to occur, that means the demolishment of the current system. So understanding these stages can help observers, policymakers, communities recognize patterns in civil conflicts and the importance of addressing underlying issues to prevent or resolve them effectively.